How the hell are you going to learn to coach and perform an Olympic lift and pass your UKSCA accreditation weightlifting section if you never perform them and if you never program them? So this video, which is slightly off the cuff, is, I feel anyway, in my humble opinion, going to provide a golden tip to aspiring S&C coaches, particularly those that are planning on taking the UKSCA accreditation within maybe a year or two. And that is that you should be programming weightlifting variations into the vast majority, if not all, of your athletes' training programs, so that you get the opportunity as a coach to watch athletes perform the lifts. You get the opportunity as a coach to coach the lifts, and you get the opportunity as a coach to actually develop your skill in coaching and your technical lifts. So for an example, when I was a coach at the University of West of England back in Bristol, I spent 4 or 5 years full time there, where I would work with maybe 4, 5 or 6 different groups every single day. So across the week, 12, 14, 18, maybe 20 sessions a week with different groups of sports teams, different athletes coming into the gym. So during the time that I programmed pretty much a Olympic lift variation, so either a clean or a snatch or a jerk variation into every athlete's program, I was able to watch maybe 80, 90, 100, up to maybe 120 athletes a week perform an Olympic lift variation. And there's no doubt in my mind that helped me go into the UKSCA accreditation a couple of years down the line and pretty much cruise through the weightlifting section. Being able to watch athletes move, so you might have some lifters that are quite good, pick up movement skills or new skills quite quickly. You're also going to have a number which are quite poor. You're going to have a number with movement dysfunctions, and you can actually see, okay, what does this flexibility dysfunction not allow the athlete to do? Why are they not able to keep the bar close to them? What are they doing that's making their feet land in a certain way? And you can critically analyze the athletes. You can watch a number of athletes, you can video them, record them, play it back to them, critiquing their lifts, which is all going to help you as a coach. You get to understand which coaching cues work, which ones don't, how to even coach the lifts. Like as a start, where do you start? Get the wooden pole out, get a light barbell out or a training barbell, show the positions, get them to lift, or do you just go and throw them into the lift and say, right, here's the whole lift, go and learn it, or go and practice it, and we'll see how you get on. And at the same time as doing that, at the same time as getting that coaching benefits to the lifts, you get to practice your own skills. So you're going to be performing demos 5, 6, 7, 8 times a session. You're going to perform a demo at the start of the session. If athletes are struggling, you might have to take them away on their own, break down the lift, go into a certain section of the lift, and okay, we're going to lift from blocks now, or we're going to focus on going from a high hang, or we're going to go from the floor and just pull the bar up to the knee. And you get to practice performing those movements, as well as obviously watching your athletes performing exercises. And I know there's be coaches out there saying, well, the athletes I'm working with, I just want them to generate more force than that. I want them to do that in the simplest way possible. Well, if I give you an example, I used to bolt these sessions on to the end of the warm-up. So we might spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'll set a stopwatch so I know the time is set, performing some lifts and just practicing some movement techniques. So it's not going to take too much away from your session. I always used to program my heavy strength work or some ballistic, explosive, plyometric exercises later in the session, and in an hour and a half session that I would have, I'd have plenty of time to get that in. There's also the benefit that performing the exercise is also going to have a motivational stimulus to the athlete. So a lot of athletes will want to perform Olympic lifts. They will have an understanding that it improves force generation, or it can improve force generation, So for that reason, they'll want to perform the lifts, so they'll be motivated to come to your sessions, they'll be motivated to perform the lifts, and they'll give you that buy-in. They'll want to be at the sessions, and they'll be a better athlete to coach because of that. Also, if you're preparing for UKSCA, the chances are you're not working with elite athletes, you're not working with high-end international GB level, Olympic Games, professional level sports people, where you may well then see, right, I haven't got time to teach the athlete the lift, we'll just go in and get bang for the buck and hit the most explosive exercises that are simple that we can. The chances are you're working with developmental athletes, maybe even kids, maybe university, college level athletes, maybe semi-pro athletes, where, let's be honest, they're going to get benefits from the exercise. They're going to be able to get into better positions in around the hip, the ankle. They're going to be able to brace their trunk more. They're going to improve their flexibility around the shoulder. They may well even produce some more force and improve their force production capabilities. They're also going to have to learn a new skill, which is great for an athlete. Being able to actually practice a new skill is a real good stimulus for an athlete. So I definitely feel there's benefits to programming them in regularly, if not in every session, in the majority of your sessions if you're an aspiring coach and if you want to go and perform well in your UKSCA weightlifting assessment. Hopefully this has been useful. If you've got any queries around the accreditation or how you can program weightlifting exercises in, feel free to drop me a message, give me a shout on my Facebook page or on my website. I'll definitely get back to you.